Cardio training, this is where so many people mess up with fat loss. Most of us here probably just want to feel a bit more confident on the beach, fit our clothes better, and just be confident with our top off. So in order to get that leaner and more toned body that you're looking for, what is the priority? Should it be weights or cardio? Now, the problem with ramping up your cardio so much to the point where you're really tired all the time is that if your weights performance drops off when you're trying to cut down in weight, you're going to risk losing muscle as well as fat. And what happens is you end up just looking skinny. Let's take a step back for a second. You probably have this image in your mind of how you want to look. A common one that I get with people coming on board is Cristiano Ronaldo. Someone that is lean, athletic, has visible abs, would look great on the beach, has a decent level of muscle mass, visible shoulders, arms, as well as abs. And although you may want a bit more muscle mass than this, the thing is, you need to be prioritizing your weight training more than your cardio. So what you're actually going to do to get to your dream physique is every time you bulk up and build your weights up in the gym, you need to then retain that strength and maintain the weights lifted as your body weight comes down on your cutting phase. So the reason why people go through bulks and cuts is you push your weights up and use the extra carbs in the gym as fuel, and then you cling on to that strength as you strip the body fat off to reveal more muscle. And each time you do this, it's easier because the more muscle mass you have, the easier it is to look better at a higher body fat percentage. Therefore, it's more maintainable long term. And so the problem with doing cardio before your weight sessions is you're fatiguing yourself going into your exercise in the gym. And think of it like this. If you go and do some intense cardio for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then you go and do a squat or a deadlift or a complex movement, if you're already fatigued, the injury risk is going to be higher because your form could break down, and also your performance is going to be lacking because you're already tired. So you're therefore going to be more at risk of injuring yourself, but also losing muscle mass and not getting the shape that you want if you do your cardio before your weights. Trust me, you don't want to be that sweaty guy in the gym that's just on his cardio and then he's asking to share equipment with you and try and wipes his towel down after he's used it. Just don't be the sweaty guy, the sweaty cardio guy in the gym. It's important to note at this point that you need a calorie deficit in order to lose body fat. So it doesn't matter if you're doing your cardio fasted in the morning, it doesn't matter if you're doing tons and tons of cardio or the form of cardio that you're doing, whether it's sport or treadmill or cross trainer, stepper. Regardless of all of that, the most important thing is diet, and reducing your portion sizes, reducing the amount of carbs you're consuming, focusing on a high protein diet with loads of fruit and veg, drinking loads of water. These are the habits that are going to make the biggest bang for your buck. They are going to help you get leaner more than doing all of the cardio and running. Now, what I would say is pick a form of cardio that you enjoy the most. People often ask me, what's the best form of cardio for fat loss? And you get this nonsense on social media, people posting incline walk at 15 slope and this pace to burn body fat. It's just misleading information because people think I can jump on an incline treadmill and I don't have to put any effort in outside the gym with the diet. You can't just burn belly fat by jumping on an incline treadmill. It's important to look at the diet side of the equation, prioritize your weight training to maintain your strength on your cut, and then the icing on the cake is just building up your step count and your cardio such that you can still recover for your gym sessions, still maintain your lifting performance, and therefore you're more likely to get to your goals without it being really disgusting and painful. Because I promise you, doing hours and hours and hours a day of cardio, one, it's boring, and two, it's not very enjoyable, so don't do it. For example, for me, I much prefer playing tennis or playing five-a-side football. It doesn't really feel like doing cardio than going out for a horrendous run. Although saying that, I've signed up for a half marathon for next year, which is a terrible idea, so I'm not sure I put myself through that. However, the form of cardio you pick should be the one that you hate the least, or some form of sport that doesn't feel like you're doing cardio, because you're more likely to stick to it in the long term. You don't need to be doing these fancy random walks and things you see on TikTok. It doesn't have to be a particular method of cardio because you think it's going to burn a few more calories. Also, it doesn't make a difference how you spread your cardio across the week. So if you've got 1 hour of cardio to do per week, if you did 15 minutes at the end of 4 weight sessions per week, quick maths, then that is absolutely fine. If it's easier for you to just do it all on one day, you prefer to get a sweat on and do an hour of cardio 1 day a week separate to your weight training, that is fine. But the answer to cardio versus weights in terms of whether you do your cardio before or after is simply don't do your cardio before your weight training, prioritize your weight training. But if you want to do your cardio after weights on the same day, that's fine. If you want to do cardio later in the day, or you want to do cardio on a separate day, all absolutely fine. It's not going to make a huge difference. It's not worth worrying about. The main thing that's going to get you results in the long term is consistency on your diet, consistency in pushing yourself in your weight training, and then being disciplined enough to stick to it over a period of time. I hope you found these simple tips useful. If you did and you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, because I post videos like this every single week to get you to your dream physique quicker. So if you don't hit subscribe, then you're just going to be missing out, and no one wants FOMO, right? You don't want to be missing out on getting to the end goal quicker. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot. Cheers.